Hey family, it's Marv, one rep at a time, doing an exercise tutorial for a plie or plie squat. I always do these as feet elevated. I really don't see any benefit from doing them on the ground, and that's to increase range of motion, which we will talk about in a second. We can do these with a dumbbell, well obviously with body weight, we can do them with a dumbbell, a kettlebell, or maybe even a dip belt, which I'll show you how to do that as well. If you want to get really ambitious, you hold a weight and do a dip belt, specifically if you're working out at home and you just don't have access to super heavy stuff, or say you go to your gym and you've gotten strong enough and you simply need more weight than what your gym has to offer. It's an awesome way to load up this exercise. And again, this is not like the main squat movement ever, but I am a big fan of it for increasing range of motion, getting a lot of extra glute activation as well as your inner thighs and your external rotator. So let's go over the exercise. So when I program this in, it's always feet elevated because I like to hold the weight, not goblet style. So this is a traditional goblet style holding it. I like to hold it down right here. So when we drop down, you can see the bottom of the weight is lower than my feet, so it increases that range of motion. So a lot of folks starting out, yes, a goblet squat is fantastic. That's how I teach a squat pattern. But there might be at a certain point where you're just not strong enough to hold it with your upper back. Now, I don't think that's something you should completely neglect. You want to be able to, goblet squat a significant amount of weight and be able to support it with your upper back and your arms. However, some folks, it hurts too much. It's their limiting factor. So their upper body strength is a limiting factor compared to their lower body. So it's significantly easier just to hold the weight right between your legs. So that's why I like this movement. So we are obviously wider than shoulder width stance. Feet are out about 45 degrees. So it's almost like a sumo stance. Let's start with the dumbbell first. So it's just like everything for the squat is the same. So breath in, brace, pull yourself down, grip with your big toe. That way you're not rocking up on your heels. And then we're gonna drive up through the heels, spread the floor, breathe out. Brace, pull yourself down, heels, spread the floor, breathe out. When I say spread the floor, you're thinking spreading your feet. Now they're not going to move, but doing that will get your glute med and your external rotators of your hip to fire, can make you significantly stronger, prevent knee cave. Now, because our feet are out at 45 degrees, knees need to track wide, so I don't want them tracking in, so knees should be tracking over your toes. And again, breath in, brace as if you're about to get punched, pull yourself down, drive up, spread. So that's how you can hold the dumbbell. And of course, you can hold like a goblet style, but I prefer holding it. Kettlebell is pretty self-explanatory. A nice two grip stance like this. Remember, we want to keep our chest upright, so I don't want us to fold forward and turn it into a hinge. So chest is upright, drop down. Now, say you are working out at the gym and they don't have these awesome little step-up platforms. Here's how you can do it on an assisted pull-up machine. So my feet are on there and I'm using that. It's a great way to also make sure you're keeping your chest upright because everything's in front of you. So a fantastic way to do that. If you're working out at a gym, they have platforms, fantastic. If you have to get really creative, then I guess you could use 2 different weight benches. And then say you want to use a dip belt, right? Because for some reason, just holding it isn't working for you, or you've gotten so strong to where your grip strength is giving out first before your legs do. I don't want us to completely neglect that fact. That's super important. Grip strength is directly related to all-cause mortality. Because you have a strong grip, it means you're strong overall. So don't neglect that. But here's how you could use a dip belt. Now I use a $4 dog leash for my dip belt. You can leave your hands wherever. Then of course, what you could do is put the dip belt on, hold it in a goblet or a plie squat fashion, and you could really load yourself up. So those are options, right? You have the dip belt on, hold it like a goblet squat, dip belt on, hold it how I like to teach it as the plie squat. And so again, this is a fantastic exercise to add on maybe an extra booty and thigh focus day, or if you're, messing around with kettlebells. I love this because it gets you in a deeper range of motion, really get those butt building or end ranges of motion. So give this exercise a shot. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you soon for another tutorial one rep at a time.
What's up, family? First and foremost, thanks for watching this video in its entirety. Now, if you could see in the title, bonus unlisted video, what does that mean? So we have a bunch of videos that are public, right? Trying to share my experience and knowledge with fitness, right? Because I wish I had a resource such as this channel when I was first starting to work out, because I worked out the wrong fucking way for a very long time, which led to a lot of big mistakes. So I have a lot of obviously public videos because I'm altruistic to a fault, but I want to give back. But then we also have these unlisted videos for clients only. Now typically those are, yes, exercise tutorials, but also a lot of, movement assessments, mobility drill type stuff, highly customizable to you. So if you want to get more information about possibly hiring us to work with you, whether it be nutrition, workout routines, standalone, online training, corrective exercise, movement assessments, joint evaluations, any of that stuff. But hopefully you saw with this video, we're giving you information and cues and tips and tricks that you might not easily find anywhere else. So use this as a valuable resource. And if you want to take a step further, again, check out One Rep at a Time.